All right, everybody, this is Johnny from Gift House again. It's a cold, dreary day here in South Alabama, so what better way to spend it than making a Christmas wreath. I'm going to show you something quick and easy. I'm going to use 2 picks, and I may put some other stuff in there. I don't know. We're going to see how it looks. But basically, we're going to put them together like a swag with a bow in the middle, and we're going to put them up here on this wreath, and I'll show you what the final product looks like. But it's something very simple and very quick. So what I'm going to do first is make the bow. I use the bow dabra most of the time. You can get this from Michael's, you can get it at Amazon, Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to use zip ties and chenille sticks. For this, I'm going to use the chenille stick to tie the bow off, and then I'll zip tie it to the wreath over here. But what I'm doing here is the bow dabra has this slit down the middle. You can go ahead and put your chenille stick or whatever you're going to use to tie it off in there, so when you get done, all you have to do is pick it up and tie it off, and you don't have to worry about holding it all together. That's a problem for some people. I've already picked out the ribbon that I'm going to use. Because these picks have gold, green, and red, I'm going to stick with those colors. I have this pretty 4-inch gold and white ribbon here. That's going to be my back. I'm going to use this poinsettia with the pretty green and gold in it. And then I'm going to use this as the last. I'm going to do a bow with tails, so I'm going to do 3 loops on each side for the larger, then I'm going to do 3 loops for the poinsettia, and then I'm going to do 2 loops here with the glitter gold. So let's get started with that. Put these out of the way, get the scissors, and let's make a bow. You can see there, but since I'm going to use it with streamers, what I'm going to do here is probably have about, I don't measure, so but I'm going to say that's about 12 inches. So I'm going to use that as my streamer. This is a 4-inch, I believe, 3.5 inch. So I'm gonna go ahead and scrunch it before I put it in my bow dabra. And this is my first streamer. Then my loops, I need to twist it. Sorry, I didn't twist it. This is my first streamer, and I'm gonna twist it because this has a front and back, and I always want the front to show, of course. For my loops, I'm gonna do about 7-inch loop on both sides, and like I said, I'm going to do 3. So let's go ahead and get these done. I'm going to go ahead and put this in here and just scrunch it down. Actually, I'm going to scrunch it before I put it in there because it's so wide, and it's kind of a stiff ribbon. So that's probably 6 or 7 inches right there. And then I have to twist it because it's a 2-sided ribbon. So I've twisted it. Back my next loop, and I'll show you what I do here. I'm going to go ahead and scrunch it, put it down, and make sure it's about the same, and you can see here that it's about the same on both sides. Then I'm going to twist it, don't worry about if it's flat or it looks kind of funky. We'll fix that whenever we fluff it out. This, put it in here, twist it. Now this bigger, stiffer ribbon will fight you a little bit, but it's worth the battle, trust me. Okay, so that's about right there. Stick it in here and twist it. Okay, 2 loops on either side. Same thing, 1 more loop. And twist it. Now this last loop on this side, I'm not gonna twist because this is gonna be the streamer. It's gonna be the one with the streamer. I'm just gonna scrunch it like that, put it in, and then bring this down here about the same length as the other streamer. And it doesn't matter if your streamers are exact, because you can always fix those later. As you can see, I've got the base right here. All right, for my middle, I'm gonna do 2 of the poinsettia. Same concept. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this right here. Have my streamer go in here, put it in, twist it. And I'm actually gonna come in about 1 inch. On this, twist it. And same thing. So this time we're only gonna do 2 loops. Twist it. Over here. Oh, we said we were going to do 3. My bad. We'll do 3 loops. So twist it. That's 2. Third one, I'm not going to twist it because it's going to be my streamer. So my streamer will be right side up already. Okay. Just put that in there, bring it down, cut it about the same length as the other one. Alright, mesh that down like that, and then for my final ribbon I'm going to use this pretty glitter here. Same concept. See how that's pretty right up against all of that. Twist it. Come in just a little bit. Then the last loop, I said I was going to do 2 loops, so the last loop on this one, I'm going to bring it down because this is going to be my streamer. Just cut it, got the same length as the others. Okay, so here's my bow. Now what I'm going to do is turn it around. I'm going to take this pipe cleaner, Chanel stick, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to bring this bow about halfway up, and then I'm going to take this, cross it, and bring it back through. That way I can pull it tight. Now this one's a little thick because of that wide ribbon on the back. Then I can, once I've done that, I can take it with my fingers, maybe mash it down a little bit, pull it in like this. Twist it off in the back. It stays together. there we have this beautiful bow. All this gold and white. Let's see if we can't get it to fluff out like we want it. A little harder to deal with than some of the regular because it's a little thicker and a little wider. That's all right, we'll make it work. This will make a pretty bow by itself actually because it's got a white satin back on it. Really pretty. And you just kind of force it to do what you want it to do. Then we've got these pretty poinsettias in here. Same deal. Fluff it out. Fluff it out. Then we'll take this gold, we'll fluff it out right in the middle. Kind of our centerpiece of the bow. And then once we get it on the wreath, we'll fluff it out a little more, make it even prettier. But for now, this kind of gives you an idea of where I'm going with it. Might even add a third loop of this gold. I don't know. We're going to have to see when I get it on there. Well, let's get it kind of fluffed out. But anyway, so there's some facsimile of what the bow is going to look like. But once I get it on the wreath, we're going to make it look really pretty. All right, so that's the bow. So pretty. All this around, and I will actually dovetail the ends of the ribbon once I get it on there. So now let's do our picks. And basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take these two picks and I'm going to zip tie them together. And I'm going to do it in a couple of places. First of all, I want to make sure how far apart I need them because I'll need this bow to go right in the middle, but I don't want to cover up my picks. So see, like that right there is probably need to go out just a little more. Come on out here like this. And I can always add some other picks if I need to, but I'm going to zip tie this in two places. So they don't try to come apart. Okay, and I can always slide them back and forth if I need to once I get it on there. Okay. These off. It doesn't matter about the mechanics because it's going to be hidden anyway. So what I have here is I've got my two picks and I'm going to put them on this wreath like this, but actually I'm going to bend it because I like for my picks to follow the curve of the wreath. Of course, you know it's going to try to fight me a little bit, but that's okay. We'll fix it. All right, so that's pretty much it. And you know, I really don't even need the zip ties to put this on there. I can use, actually use the needles on the wreath to do it and do it in a couple of places to secure it really well. Yep, see that works right there. Like I said, don't worry too much about what it looks like right now because we're going to put that pretty bow on top of it anyway. All right, so this, I'm just gonna bend it around and make these come down a little bit. Bend this one around too. Okay, I'm gonna bring this down. You can already see I'm probably gonna have to put a little something in there, but that's okay. I'll just add it to it. All right, and then the bow, I'm gonna zip tie right in here, right in the middle. Gonna need a long zip tie for that though. I know I've got some here somewhere. Well, I can't find them right this second, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you what to do if you don't have a long enough zip tie. You can take these zip ties and just make sure you got them correct. Come right here, put them together. Make you a longer zip tie like that. All right, I'm going to clip that off right there because that won't bother me. Right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put this zip tie in here, and then I'll put my wreath in. I mean my bow in. So here we go. So I got my zip tie right there, and it's about middle of all of my mechanics here. And then I'm gonna take this bow, set it up in here. See, it's much easier when you do it this way because then you're not fighting the bow and the zip tie, all the things. So we're gonna take this zip tie, come right around here with it. Sure you get your streamers on the right side of it though, because that'll make it look kind of wacky. There we go. Get it all situated here. All right, so there it is. Put it up here, pull it tight, and there we have it. Just that easy to get that on there. I'm not happy with that showing, but I'll see what to do about that in just a second. Okay. All right, so there's basically our wreath. And we're gonna do this, get this bow situated just like we want it. See how pretty that is? So pretty. All right, let's take these streamers. And dovetail them. I think we're gonna let them hang down. See, I'm just starting at the top and cutting it in a V. I'll do it with the rest of them. I like to keep them about the same length. See how pretty that is? But I'm gonna go just a little shorter on the gold. Same thing for the other side. Keep it about the same length. Okay. And just like that, you've got a simple, beautiful Christmas wreath. Couple of picks, pretty ribbon, and you can put it together in 10 to 15 minutes. That's the finished wreath.